Hey everyone, Steve Monette here with another video in my Bible Prophecy Bite series, where we look at Bible scripture, history, and current events that all point to the soon return of Jesus the Messiah. Okay, so for today's video, let's talk about the Pope. Well, because he's managed to make the news again. You see, on September 20th of this year, 2021, the Vatican announced that all visitors and employees would be required to have a green pass in order to enter Vatican City and all of the churches in the surrounding area in Rome. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Vatican is now mandating a snake bite to enter into their building and churches all throughout Rome. Pretty amazing stuff. And I would submit to you that this act of requiring a green pass, mandate is proving that they are part of the new worldwide governing beast system that's described in Revelation 13. And they're not even trying to hide it anymore. It's becoming amazingly obvious. And if you can't see it, I really do feel bad for you. I really do, because it really is that clear. And so let me walk you through briefly why I've come to that conclusion. In Revelation 13, verses 11 through 18, we read that the earth beast, or the worldwide government system, will cause the world to worship this first beast, which had received a deadly wound and was healed. Well, this first beast with the deadly wound is none other than the Vatican, or the Catholic Church. And this earth beast, or worldwide government system, is most likely the UN, United Nations, which is already an existing worldwide government system comprised of 193 countries spread out throughout the entire globe. So it meets the criteria of Scripture, right down to the T, okay? And again, how do we know that the Catholic Church is the first beast? Well, again, history proves this. And in history will tell us that the Catholic Church and the Papal dynasty rose up from the 10 countries of the Western Roman Empire, 10 kingdoms. And then 3 of those countries were plucked up or defeated in battle by the Papal dynasty. And then this Papal dynasty was in power for 1,260 years, and then received a deadly wound by Napoleon in 1798, in which point the Catholic Church and the Papal dynasty essentially became toothless and powerless. But then that wound was healed in 1929 with the Lateran Treaty, and when Rome and Vatican came back into power. And of course, the popes call themselves the Vicar of Christ, which means in Latin, substitute for Christ. I mean, really, come on. Don't make it any more obvious, guys, right? But anyway, these guys were also responsible for the inquisitions that resulted in the wearing out of the saints, or better known as the torturing and killing of some 60 million Christians. And of course, they changed God's calendar, the definition of baptism, and they changed how the confession of sins was to be accomplished. And of course, we know that the Vatican sits in Rome, a city of 7 hills, as described in Revelation 17:9, and we know that the Catholic churches in the Vatican are adorned in purple and scarlet. So this earth beast system, or worldwide government, will cause the world to worship the Catholic Church or the Vatican. It's right there. Okay, I mean, history shows us and the Bible shows us. And when you look at the United Nations, which is, again, a worldwide government system, the Vatican holds non-member status and permanent observer status in the UN. This means that the Vatican, or the Holy See, as they like to call him, to participate in all of the General Assembly meetings and to sign peace agreements. And even more telling is the fact that 188 of those 193 countries have diplomatic offices in Vatican City. Okay? So there's worship right there. So in essence, the Vatican is part of the worldwide beast system today as we speak. This new snakebite mandate just gives us even more proof of that. I mean, it's a mandate now. If you remember, I did a video about 2 weeks ago where the UN, through its World Health Organization arm, has published a document on how to create a cloud-based digital snakebite verification system. And this was published so that all countries could participate in this. Pretty amazing stuff. As I said, the Vatican's not even trying to hide it anymore. The UN's not trying to hide it anymore. As the Lord said in Revelation, come out of her, my people. And that plead is still going on today. It's people like myself and others that are doing everything we can to warn the world, essentially, that the Vatican is not from the Church of Jesus Christ. And I'll close with that final thought. If there is any doubt in your mind that the Vatican could be part of this new world order, then think of this. Did Jesus turn people away because they were ill? Because they had a fever? Did Jesus turn people away because they had a temperature? Or did Jesus turn people away because they were not wearing a mask? Of course not. He welcomed all, and he called all to come to him without any prerequisites at all. Yet the Vatican is doing exactly the opposite of what Jesus Christ did. That should tell you all that you need to know about the Pope and the Vatican. So with that, I'll rest my case for today. So until next video, keep looking up, for our redemption draws near. Thanks for watching.